My name is Vicki Giambrone. It's Vicki-Giambrone. I'm a lifelong resident of this ward. I've been an Edison Park resident, I'm an Edison parent, and I'm a prospective Ebinger parent. I'd like to address the specific wording of Mr. Duncan's proposal, and I'll quote, "Convert the existing Edison school building into a new neighborhood school to help relieve overcrowding on the northwest side." It's clear from Mr. Dispenza's presentation there's an overcrowding problem. We all know this. And yet, if we really look at this wording and try to address this, if we looked at all the schools that would need to be relieved, there would need to be 1,100 students attending this school in the fall to alleviate the overcrowding. Our enrollment capacity is 400. That's 100% utilized. So we don't want us to be overcrowded in the fall, right? So let's go down to the 80% utilization rate that CPS recommends, and that's borderline. 320 seats available, not 1,100. Clearly, this is not the solution. It does not work. Okay, as a community member, when will you tell the hundreds of students and families from the neighborhood schools where the boundaries will be drawn? Will they have a choice? Will they have to follow these new boundaries? Will they know who their principal is, their teachers? No PTO and LSC will be here. As far as we know, as per board policy, the staff moves with the building. Okay, so let's say you give them a choice and you let them stay at their already excellent neighborhood school, then what have you accomplished? Nothing. Not to mention you are ignoring all the neighborhood schools in your plan. We've heard, oh, we'll use one school, we'll take from a couple of schools. What about all the schools? Mr. Duncan's wording himself says to relieve the overcrowding on the northwest side, not just for a few schools. Furthermore, you have also given us options such as multi-track schooling. Make no mistake, this is year-round schooling you're talking about, and you have no community support for that whatsoever. You also have proposed at different meetings, maybe closed enrollment, which means, again, let's be clear, our neighborhood school kids get bused out of the neighborhood. Again, no community support at all for that option. Other options, permanent annexes to existing buildings. We don't need to go looking for land, it's here at every single neighborhood school. Build permanent annexes, long-term building extensions, brand new construction. We don't even know the opinion of the neighborhood. No one's given us a survey. I've lived here my whole life. I've never been given a survey about whether I would support new construction on land. So I don't think that we can state that as a fact. Let's ask the community.
Yeah, you're just at 3 minutes.
Okay. CPS says there is no money, and yet there are 35 or so new constructions going on, not in our neighborhood. I ask, why are we ignored? Why are the schools with the highest test scores in the cities ignored? Why, when you have the Coalition for Excellence, who have worked with you for 10 years to fight our overcrowding issues, why are they ignored? Why is a school being built in another neighborhood that is practically empty for the last 2 years? I will conclude. We ask that because Mr. Duncan's, and in his wording, his proposal claims that relocating Edison is to relieve overcrowding of the neighborhood schools, but clearly your own data shows that it does not relieve overcrowding. We respectfully request that Mr. Duncan's proposal be deemed invalid, unsupportable, and request that it be pulled off the February 27th agenda and not be voted on. Thank you.
Thank you.